The East-West Link tollway planned for Melbourne is the most unpopular and the most expensive state infrastructure on record, estimated to cost $18 billion. That's $1 billion per kilometre, or $1 million per metre. Building this roadway requires billions of dollars up front, and the Victorian government plans to sign contracts with a private consortium to build and operate it. For decades, all Victorian taxpayers would bear the risk of toll revenue shortfalls, yet there's no sign of a supporting business case.
A study had been done by Rod Eddington in 2008, which said that the benefit-cost ratio to the Victorian taxpayer would be only about 80 cents for every dollar spent on this project. The government has suddenly come up with a new benefit-cost ratio of $1.4 for every dollar spent. And they haven't really explained how they've come up with that, except that they're using what we would consider somewhat unorthodox wider economic benefits, which are not usually used in assessing a benefit-cost ratio. The community feels really that because there is no other way to bring out into the open, in the public interest, the kind of transparency and accountability that should exist with governments for this sort of project, we've had to resort to a legal case.
Tony Murphy, a citizen from Brunswick, is a plaintiff in a legal challenge under consumer protection laws. Tony's allegation is that the state government and its agency, the Linking Melbourne Authority, are guilty of misleading conduct within the raising of funds, both from Victorian taxpayers and from Infrastructure Australia, which is the federal government funding body.
We're putting a lot of support behind him for this.
His pro bono legal team is led by ex-Federal Court Judge Ron Merkel QC, who specialises in public interest matters.
We're also very ably assisted by Fitzroy Legal Services and Shine Lawyers, who are not charging for their services, but we will have to pay expenses for experts and for court costs.
Part of the aim of the case is to gain a court order to postpone signing of the contracts.
Why is it so essential to sign these contracts 6 weeks before an election? It's not going to make any material difference to the project at all, and in particular, given that there's no mandate for this project, the communities very strongly feel that the contract signing should be put off until after the election. Let the people decide.
Hearing dates have been set, and there will be significant costs involved, which will mount as expert witnesses are called.
If we win this case, it gives a very clear indication that governments cannot spend that kind of money without having a transparent and accountable process.
If you believe, like Tony, his legal team, and the many community groups fighting the East-West Link, that the Napthine government and the Linking Melbourne Authority are being irresponsible, please make a donation. Help Tony and the people of Victoria to win for justice and transparent governance.